Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It is supper time. It's Friday Eve. It's Thursday.
You said Friday. Oh, Friday Eve.
Friday Eve, Mama.
Friday Eve.
The day before. 'Twas the day before Friday and the weekend to begin. I'm making up some crab salad. My little deal here is probably for my lunch tomorrow. Mama's making up supper, and it's going to be potato soup. Mama style. Aren't you, Mama?
Yeah.
So you tell them about yours, and then I'll be working.
All I'm going to do is peel these potatoes and cut them in little chunks and cook them. Add salt and pepper and butter and cream to them. And that's and a little thickening, probably a little cornstarch.
And you're going to eat them with crackers?
You know, with salt and crackers. And you can have leftover cornbread if you want.
I do like cornbread with my potato soup. I like Mama's potato soup. Sometimes I want her potato soup, and other times I want cheese and onions and all that in it. So I call that loaded potato soup. And I put a little dollop of sour cream in it and all that. But sometimes just plain good potato soup is what I'm craving. So I'm going to make some crab salad. I don't know if I've ever made that for y'all or not. Can't remember. Couldn't find it. So I'm assuming probably I didn't, or was the video erased? Could that be? So I'm just chopping up a little bit of onion. And to be honest with you, this right here is probably all I'm going to use. I'm probably not going to use. Well, the camera person didn't have it anymore. I'm probably not going to use even all of this. I'm just going to save this for another day, for another project. Because it's not a huge amount. It's just 1 pound of crab. And I'm using the imitation crab for this because that's what we have. And I don't have the other. And I thought a lot of y'all probably use the imitation crab. Do you ever use it? Do you like it? Or are you sworn it off? Or what's your deal with it? I love it. I buy it and use it for lunch quite a bit. Don't always make salad out of it. Sometimes I just eat it with cocktail sauce or something. Or I might put a little salad dressing, make a quick little salad. But tonight, I'm going all out. Because it's...
All out, huh?
Yeah, I'm going all out tonight because of it's garden time. I mean, tis the season. You've got those specialties. Do you have those things you eat all year round, and maybe in the summer you added a little extra to it? So I've got a banana pepper. We've got several banana peppers. Mama's little garden has done great, and I love some good banana peppers. So I'm just going to split him open. This come out of Mama's garden. Isn't it beautiful? And just going to split him open right here. I don't normally put banana pepper in mine. That's not even on my recipe that I've written down. But I'm using my crab bag here as a garbage bag. This is what I'm using, just imitation crab. It's 15 ounce, almost a pound. But I'm just going to dice up a little bit of banana pepper. Just going to, I think they call this matchstick or julienne or something. Maybe julienne's what you roll up. Y'all know I don't know. Just going to dice up some banana pepper. That's just going to give it an extra little flavor profile in there. It's not going to change a whole lot. It's just going to, you're going to, oh, I like that little bit of crunch. What was that? A little bit of banana pepper. You don't have to put it. You might not even be interested in banana peppers. Some people are, some people aren't. Now, Mama don't mind a good banana pepper, do you, Mama?
I can eat the banana pepper better than I can the other. This poor little pepper here, it got hung in between the stems and
Of another one?
have two, up in the forest. It suffered.
Mama, you be careful in the garden. I want you to find us a duck tomato or something. There's a man and woman on the internet had looked like a little red rubber duck, and it was a tomato that had grown that way. Let's see if we can find something in that. Could that be an alligator? I mean, can we get somebody to look at that? We're gonna have to do better, Mama. Have y'all seen the Frankenstein pumpkins? Yes. They've got Frankenstein's head, and it's in a plastic container, and they bolt it together, and it's clear, of course, and they stick the bloom of the pumpkin inside of that head, and it grows into a pumpkin, and of course it pressures and makes it into Frankenstein's head. So look for those this fall to see if you want a Frankenstein head pumpkin. I think that's great. However, I think, wouldn't it be just neat to take a regular pumpkin and decorate it and cut it to make it look like a Frankenstein head? I mean, I'm all about creativity and all. This is green pepper. I'm not cooking this, so I love some raw green pepper. Don't care for cooked green pepper in things, on things. Now I will, you're going to find out, I'm going to make y'all sometime before too long. I love onions and peppers on like a sandwich, a roast beef sandwich. And they're cooked and steamed, but I expect to have that overpowering pepper flavor in that. And for some reason, I can handle that, but now I just don't like it on. I guess, my thing with pepper is not that I don't like it, don't like the flavor of it, even cooked. I just think whatever I put it in or on, it seems to just take over. But in a pepper and onion sandwich with a little bit of roast beef, I expect that flavor to be really up there. But when I eat a pizza with a pepper, I don't want that to be the only thing I taste.
You like pimento cheese sandwiches?
Love with raw pepper. But I don't normally like cooked green pepper on things or in things. And I kind of was thinking about the other day, I thought when I do like it on sandwiches, as I was thinking about those sandwiches, when you do the onions and the peppers and the roast beef and how good it is. It's this, I guess it's just the pepper overtakes everything, and I guess when you cook it with whatever it is, it just seems to really take over. Like, I don't like green pepper and meatloaf or spaghetti sauce or chili, because I can taste that green pepper, and that's all I can taste. I mean, I don't know. That's just one of those other little weird things I do sometimes. So this is purple onion, banana pepper, and green pepper. Purple onion I always put in it. These two are just guest of the season. Do you ever have anything that's a guest of the season? This is some fresh garlic. We didn't raise garlic, but right now you can find fresh garlic places. My theory on garlic is if I can get it fresh, I don't care to take a little time and fix it. But if I can't get it fresh, I'll just use garlic or what's it called? Paste. Now this is how I do mine. I take the little clove, lay it down, take my knife, and I smack it. That's it. That's all the secrets I got on garlic. And that usually just comes right off. Garlic is a delicious thing. I love it. Can't take it in powder form. But it's not the garlic, it's whatever they put in there to stabilize the powder or to keep it from clumping or something. I just don't do well with it. But now fresh garlic is good. Now I wouldn't mind having this right here in some spaghetti sauce. Ooh, that would be ever so tasty. I will tell you about garlic when you're cooking garlic. Like you're going to cook garlic and onions and something. Start your onions before you do your garlic because your garlic will burn and it'll get an awful taste to it. You just want it to be just right. Fresh garlic. Right now is a good time if you like fresh garlic. You can usually find some fresh garlic at the store. I don't know if that's enough or not. Like I said, we're just doing a pound of that crab. So that may be enough garlic since it's fresh. Alright, now I'm going to read y'all the recipe so you can say, boy, he sure is adding a bunch of extra stuff in it tonight. But y'all know how I am. Let's see, are y'all talking to me? Hello, John and Momma from Sevierville, Tennessee. Well, hello, Cynthia. You're just up the road. Hello, Deborah. How are you? No crab meat. No crab meat for you. Mama says the same thing, Mama. Bonnie's, she's with you. Hello from hot Missouri. Oh, it's been hot everywhere. It's been like the oven door heat. Like you open your front door and you're like,
Check on the baked cake, huh?
Yeah, I ain't about that. I just rather have fall. You know, I can fast forward to fall, but I'm not rushing it. I'm fine with the heat of the summer. It'll be gone in a minute, no matter what we do. Y'all get your pencil and paper and we'll write this down. This is crab salad. It's a pound of imitation crab meat. This is a little less than a pound to start with, 14 ounces and some grams. A half a cup of celery finely chopped. I'm just putting 2 ribs. 3 tablespoons of red onion finely chopped. I'm just putting a little. A half a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to go with that. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I'm probably going to go with that. Salt and pepper to taste. A half a cup of mayonnaise. 1.5 tablespoons of fresh dill. But if you're going to use dried dill like I am today, just do it to taste, or I would use like a half a teaspoon. Dried seasonings have a little bit more to offer than the fresh. It tastes a lot more fresh than it does dried. So that, I just knocked y'all off a little bit. Sorry about that. So that's what we're going to be ending up with here. So here's our pepper, banana pepper, a red onion, and a little bit of fresh garlic. If I need more garlic, I can always put a little paste in it. So let's slide this over here and bring this up front. This is our crab. I'll do that celery if you want me to, Mama. Are you going to do it?
I'm going to cut the ends off and wash it for you.
I washed it, believe it or
Oh,
not.
you washed it.
I prepped it up. Let's go right down here. So this is that pound, we'll call it a pound, of crab. And I'm just going to chunk it up. Flaky crab. It's real fish. It's not imitation all the way around. And it's got some whiting in it and some other things. The only negative I don't care for, and I guess they have to do, is this little coloring. That is not the healthy part. The rest of it, the fish part, it's all fish. It's all healthy fish. It's just that coloring I don't care for, and that is imitation. But I guess they have to do that so people will buy it. We probably wouldn't buy a big old, if it's just all white and we were looking at it, would we? Would we? I don't know. I might if there was an option of dyed and non-dyed. Let's see if it tells us what fish is in here. I don't really usually read the ingredients because Lord knows what you'll find. It says fish protein, Alaska pollock, we buy that, and or whiting, water, whiting, sugar, sweet. There's some sugar in it, but it's fish. It's pollock. So the imitation crab is really pollock. Mama, you really, I don't know that you've ever tasted of this. I make it up and put it in there.
No.
No. Did you hear that? That was like, no. Have you ever tasted of it in your life?
I don't know. I tasted something at a restaurant one time you had.
Oh, yeah. They had some imitation crab salad on a salad bar one time. And I said, I'm going to taste this. It's really good.
And I didn't like it.
You didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Mama said, I don't care for it. Well, I'm stringing it everywhere. I don't care for that. Look here. This counter's super clean. Y'all say all the time, we wipe it. I wiped it 2 or 3 times. Getting ready doing prep here. Every time I would peel something, I would wipe the counter. Here's my wiper.
Oh, wiper.
I'm going to have to chop this right here.
You're going to have to put it.
And put it in my bowl.
Store safe won't have to take some off from you for it.
I know everybody says, you need a bigger cutting board. I would mess it up. Just because you have more room don't mean you get more done. Let's put all this goodie in there. Your potatoes already on, Mama?
Yeah, they're getting hot. burger just with one bowl.
I hope you ain't wanting to eat.
I hope you don't want a snack.
I just want a supper, Mama. I don't want no leftovers.
No.
Me and Mama's been on a leftover downsizing. We're trying
It's
to
not
do
a good
few.
thing to leave.
We throw too much away, and I'm not about waste, and neither is Mama. Now, somebody's probably going to say, why don't you run it through the chopper, John? Well, I would, and I could, and you could, but I like it to be chunky but chopped. And the chopper would do such a good job, make it so fine, that it would be really fine. But every time I do 11 or 12 chops here, one pull of the chopper would have taken care of that. But I am going to call that what I want. And there's a mound of it here. This 1 little pound container makes quite a bit. I don't know how long this will keep in the refrigerator. I usually eat it the next day, maybe the next, and usually that's about it. And then I either share it or it gets thrown away because when I have too many leftovers, that's what happens. We get waste. I'm trying to cut back on waste. You go to the grocery store and buy groceries, that right there will get you not to want to waste. I mean, you're just, oh, goodness. You're $100 in if you just run in and grab 3 bags. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, now let's start putting our ingredients in. We still got celery to chop. Bring it back to the knife. So, no, you didn't get it. Here's the little bit of garlic, the little bit of green pepper, and the banana pepper, and the onion. The garlic and the banana pepper and the green pepper are my spring additions. That's just because it's garden season. Let's see what y'all are saying. I cannot work. Boy, that's for sure. Boy, that's for sure. What, PJ? Crab salad. PJ, I don't know what. I got in the middle of a conversation. I made bread and butter pickles. Ooh, Susan. That is so good. Fish salad. It's like tuna salad. It really fish, and Mama likes fish. No crab in it. Mama don't like any kind of fish much. Catfish. She will eat fish every once in a while, and sometimes, just out of the blue, she will buy some whiting or some pollock or something, and she'll want to fry it and have, fish and chips. Most of the time, I'm the fish person. Mama very rarely comes up with fish. And even salmon patties, she's not a big fan. I guess she learned to eat them a little bit with Daddy. And hardly ever does she want any kind of fish, except catfish. Now, she'll say, but when we go out and get catfish at the local place here, pizza spot, for the most part, that's when she wants catfish. She used to eat, I'll have to ask her when she comes back in here. She used to eat something at Long John Silver's. And her sister, her oldest sister, who's passed, they would go back and forth between Long John Silver's, KFC, about every week. And they did a weekly shopping trip for years and years. And I would hear Mama come home and she'd say, what, did you eat? Anything good? Tonight was Long John Silver's. And I knew that wasn't her favorite. So, I know her favorite at KFC is wings or livers. Mama, are you somewhere? Trying to find crackers. You don't have any saltines? So, what do you mean 2 of the same kind? 2 boxes of Ritz. Well, is there any of those oyster crackers in there? They're the same thing as saltines. It appears that we may have ran out of crackers. Do what? There's no oyster crackers in there? Well then too. There's none over there? Well,
I can't bend down and look.
I'll bend down and look for you. Get you some croutons. How's that be with your soup? Now this is just one rib of celery. And I'm going to put this other one in there. I'm going to take that crunchy end off. Most of the time I'll keep these ends of celery, the leaf ends of celery. I didn't throw any leaves away. Then I make a big old pot of vegetable soup, and I love to put the leafy pieces of the celery in soup. It tastes so good. Do y'all use your celery tops? The leaves? It's celery. Tastes great. If you haven't tried it in soup, try it in some soup. You won't be sorry. It's delicious. It would even be good like in potato soup. You can use it for all kinds of different stuff. Don't bend over, Mama. She's at her limit. She can bend to the waist, but she can't bend any further. I will look for whatever you're looking for.
I'm getting old and forgetful.
Because you don't have no crackers?
No.
Well, the problem is, you used to do all your own grocery shopping. Now, I stop by the store a lot, or we'll run and get a few things, because we're not cooking as big of meals, and you don't think about everything.
That's right.
And you don't keep a running list like you used to. We used to always have, how many of y'all in the 80s and the 90s had one of those school memo pads, and they were about that long, and they had pictures and mushrooms and kittles and stuff, and everybody had a magnetic one on the refrigerator door, and you kept a running grocery list. See, now we just yell at Alexa over there, and she adds it to the list. But Mama forgets to tell her.
I'm not used to modern day stuff.
Alexa, add saltine crackers to the list.
I've put salted crackers on your shopping list.
She don't hardly ever get it right. She can't understand me. So it'll be salted crackers, but when I see that, I'll know what she meant. One day, I ain't been too long ago, she put something on there and I never did figure out what she was saying. What she
Even
had.
I didn't figure it out.
I said, Mama, what in the world is this? We never did figure it out. It didn't sound like nothing we'd ever used. I don't know what we missed. But something she had heard us say, and
It didn't work out right.
she don't always do what we tell her to.
She's got her own way of thinking.
Boy, does she ever. I'm almost afraid to speak to her anymore. She's took a talking spell.
She talks back.
And she'll just keep going. And here's your travel. And here's the money. Did I ask for all that stuff in the past? I probably have. Okay, so let's see here. We've got our pound of crab meat. We've got a half a cup of celery finely chopped, which that's a half a cup, I'm sure. 3 tablespoons of red onion, it's in there. 1.5 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning. So this is a half a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. So I'm just going to use my hand because I can. So there's the Old Bay. And 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And y'all know I use Minute Maid. We're not sponsored by Minute Maid, but I'm telling you folks, just as a product review, you can't beat this stuff. And how much am I asking for it? 2 teaspoons. And it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. A half a cup of mayonnaise, and I'm choosing to use Duke's.
I'll put your garlic up. You're through with it.
I'm through. We're going to start with that right there, half a cup. Now, this is dill, and it says 1.5 tablespoons of fresh. It smells so good. And I'm going to put a good amount right here. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon. Okay? Now, I'm just going to add a little bit of paprika, just because I want to. Smoked paprika would be good in this, but I'm just adding this for a little dash of flavor. Paprika will bring out a lot of flavors of other things you have in there. It's not like it's an overpowering, flavorful thing. I'll have to watch that one.
What'd you do?
Well, I guess I went
You
wild with the
sprinkle
paprika.
Paprika in it.
I'll wash it.
I'll just make it while you're
So I'm just going to stir this up. No, and it's got paprika and salad dressing mayonnaise, so it ain't like it would be something totally. I may have to run to the store when we get through here and get us some crackers.
Oh, really?
Because I was really planning on having crackers with this
We
tomorrow.
can have townhouse. Not townhouse.
Ritz.
Club crackers. Is
Oh, club?
Club crackers would be all right.
You got club crackers?
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid to say.
So this may be a little drier tomorrow. So because of that, I'm going to put a little shake of mayonnaise in here. And it did call for salt and pepper, which I didn't put in here yet. But what I like to do a lot of times is I like to add seasonings to my mayonnaise or my salad dressing, whatever I'm using in something, because I think it blends it better. I may be making that up, but it feels that way. Coffee. So let's do a little ground black pepper. Just these tricolor peppercorns. And let's go ahead and just do a shake of table pepper. And let's do a shake of salt. Right on there. And I didn't put this in there last time, so I'm just going to add this time because I can't imagine that it wouldn't be delicious in it. And that's lime pepper, y'all's lime pepper. This stuff is wonderful, and it just zips up the flavor of anything. I love it in tuna fish. It's great in tuna fish. I'm trying to see. I think it needs a little bit more dill because you can't really smell the dill. You find cloves?
Yeah, we'll have found.
Can y'all see what we're up to here? Let's stir that mayonnaise in with all those seasonings and then stir it in with the rest of our stuff. Now this could be substituted for, well, I don't know if the lime and all that would be, but you could use chicken in this, I'm sure. And it could be substituted for tuna. Would be delicious. Or you could buy, you could do real crab, not imitation crab. Now this is for lunch tomorrow. It's going to set. I like to make it a day before I eat it. And what I'll do is I'll put this in a Tupperware bowl and I'll get a scoop of it out and then I'll take some crackers and that's going to be lunch. And that's pretty simple. Now, what I will do, I sort of said what I might do, but what I definitely will do, I'll take one of Mama's homegrown tomatoes or a handful of those tomatoes, and I'll have tomatoes, crackers, and a little bit of this. And it smells wonderful. Y'all can get a look at it. It smells wonderful. I'm sure it'll taste wonderful. I'll give it a little taste, see if it needs anything right off the bat. It's not going to taste the same as it will tomorrow. It tastes wonderful. Mama?
Uh-huh.
I really think you would like this. You want to try it?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Will you taste one little taste?
No.
I think you're just judging it.
I probably am.
I don't believe you've given it a fair shake. Mama, come over here and talk to me a second. I'm going to go and take care of Maggie May here.
I'll take care of my because I can't keep the conversation going like that.
She can't just sit and talk without stopping. That's what she's trying to say. This is wonderful, folks. This is a great lunch. I don't know about a supper. If you put it on a couple of leaves of lettuce and a tomato, I can see it being a delicious supper. It tastes great. Give it a try. I'll give you the recipe. This is the recipe. Different than one I fixed, but it's the recipe. 1 pound imitation crab meat. A half a cup of celery finely chopped. 3 tablespoons red onions finely chopped. 1/2 teaspoon Old Bay seasoning. 2 teaspoons lemon juice. Salt and pepper to taste. A half a cup of mayonnaise. 1.5 tablespoons of freshly chopped dill or dried to taste. Now, I did add a little bit of pepper and I didn't put near as much onion. I only used about a slice of onion because it'll strengthen overnight. And I did add y'all's lemon pepper. You could put a little bit of lemon, a little bit of lime. This is lime pepper, y'all's lime pepper. And I did add a little paprika to enhance all the other flavors. And is that all the extra I put in there? A little bit of banana pepper, a little bit of bell pepper, and a little bit of garlic. A little bit of fresh garlic just to give it that something, something. Our supper, our real supper is done. Real supper is complete. This is lunch. I'm going to set him over and I'll bowl that up in a minute. And I'm going to save my pepper. And I'm going to save even this little bite here. Because he would be good on with some pimento cheese. Mama, we need to make some pimento cheese. By we, I mean you.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I've watched you make it. I've even made it, but yours tastes different than mine. So, you got the knack, Mama. You got the knack. Let's talk a minute. Mama's bringing over the soup. Let's talk a minute. No crab fan either, Mama. Susan, a lot of people are not, but some are. Walmart used to have a really good crab salad made out of imitation crab meat. But for some reason they stopped selling it. I've had theirs. It is good. Was good. Didn't know they'd stop. Hi, John and Momma. Let's see about that show first. We're known for homegrown watermelons. Hi from, let me go back to the watermelons. Hi from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Brenda Rice. So you're known for watermelons? I love to get a hold of a good watermelon, and that usually happens for me, about once a year. I don't often pick the best one. It looks like there's a haze. Looks like there's a, look at that on the light. That's what I go by when I say it's hazy. Let me clean y'all's lens. Sometimes I touch it. It gone. Sometimes I touch it when I'm putting it on the tripod. I don't mean to, but sometimes I'll check it before I get on here, and then I think, well, it's still hazy looking. Look here.
I'll find that box of crackers when we get to eat.
You know where they are?
Where?
Do you remember I was saying the other night and someone went thump thump in the
No, that's it. Cash. I looked back from there,
Oh.
but I didn't have it.
Well,
Uh-oh. That's good. Right on down.
I can go buy some right quick.
No, we're gonna eat and rest.
Mama said we're going to eat and rest. We ain't feeling. I may have to run to the town and get you some in case you want some tomorrow.
No, I didn't make enough for tomorrow. I want more juice instead of potatoes.
Sorry, ma'am.
Oh, plain tea, unsweetened tea, or peach tea?
I don't know what you want. I'll go get it.
I know if I get it.
We'll have a seat here and I'll go get it for us.
Well, I don't know.
It's late. Peach tea is caffeinated.
The other two's decaffeinated.
We're doing starchy.
So get the hummingbird picture. It's unsweet.
Oh, she decided on unsweet. Mama, sing for him.
Oh, no, I'm not singing.
Sing a little song, Mama.
No. Let Johnny come back and sing to you.
Tell them what you've been doing at least.
I ain't done nothing today. I've been lazy. Been lazy today. I ain't done nothing. You had those days you just don't want to do nothing. That's what I've had today. One of them do nothing days. You get old. I told him I was thinking about my birthday. It was making me tired and slow to realize that. What did I say? I'd be a 3/4 of a century old.
You'll be one day older than you are the day before your birthday.
Yeah, but it's getting up there. Getting sad.
It ain't sad. It tickles me to death that you've had a bunch of birthdays.
Yeah. Well, you got the right one.
Well, it was the one in the back.
You're not a note I have it in the back.
I don't know, you get the one in the back.
Sweet tea is that one. The peach tea is that one.
The peach tea, that's what
That's the last one I got for you.
that's what I go for most of the time.
The peach tea is what you had last. So that's why it was there front. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Alrighty. Boy, we've had a productive night.
Yeah.
We've had potato soup for supper. We've got, we've got lunch for tomorrow for me. What are you going to have for lunch if I'm having that?
I don't know.
Well, you can have potato soup.
No.
There's plenty
I
of it.
might have peanut butter.
Did she sing? Did she even talk to y'all?
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't
I
talk?
tell you, I don't talk to them.
You didn't talk?
Just a little.
Come in the room, Mama. She's way back there. Let's bless our meal. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared it. And dear Lord, we just ask you to nourish our bodies with these wonderful soup. And dear Lord, we just ask you to watch over us, be with us, lead, guide, and direct us. Be with each and every person watching. And every prayer request, never hurt, never need. Dear Lord, we know you have the answer. In your blessed name we pray. And amen. And I might just eat a club cracker.
Ooh,
That's what I'm thinking about.
can't tell if it
She's
needs
not there
salt.
barking at crows.
Can't tell if it needs salt.
Listen to her. Embarrassing us in front of the whole neighborhood. She's not at the door. She is on the sidewalk wrangling crows. Because she thinks she owns, well, everything.
I finally tasted it. Mine needs a little salt.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Mine tastes great.
I didn't put enough salt in it.
Mine tastes great. Let me go in here and get.
Frances has to. If she's at the door, it'd be different. She's out.
Mike, you can't hear Quibber's for the whole family. Come on.
The birds and stuff.
You told them all. Every crow in the neighborhood knows you're out there. She's standing out there between the well and the flower pots.
I'm barking at the crows.
Barking at the crows, but these weren't crows. These were some other kind of bird, but you know, she has wing envy. If it has a wing, she don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a big red rooster or something to get a hold of her, and she'd quit being so bossy.
That big red rooster would whimper.
I know.
She wouldn't have a chance with the rooster.
Oh, this soup's delicious.
You know.
Now, I know y'all gonna say he's crazy, but I've been wanting some good vegetable soup, just like the dead of winter. But I'm wanting maybe some zucchini in it, some yellow squash in it, some good tomatoes in it, and the usual carrots and potatoes and that stuff.
And that stuff.
You know. Maybe even some chunks of beef or something, or hamburger, but I wouldn't care to just have plain old vegetable soup with some good tomato juice in it.
We could make some cabbage soup. We ain't had
Oh,
it in a
yeah.
long time.
And we've got the rest of Katie's cabbage in there. Boy, that would make a good soup.
Mm-hmm. Get us some.
Let's do that, Mama. You've
Ground
taught me
beef.
into it. I'll get
ground
some.
beef and-
I'll go. Well, the store will be closed.
Mhm.
I'll bring some home tomorrow evening.
Mhm.
Maybe. Sometimes I think I'm going to stop by and it's too crowded. And I think there ain't nothing in
We
there.
change menus when it's real crowded.
Yeah. I'll drive by and I say, ain't nothing in there I need that bad. Is it good with club crackers?
Yes, it is. It's good just by itself.
I like it by itself.
I went in there, well, it's been a few weeks back when I was driving it. And there wasn't hardly nobody in the parking lot. And I thought, boy, this is a good time. I can get through here and get out. Time I got through there and got my groceries, guess what? I had to stand in line up front. They was faster than me. They got in there and got their stuff, and I had to stand in line anyway. I said, how did this work out like this?
Well, you retired people are supposed to go early, Mama.
We sleep late. I do.
Aren't they, Mama?
Mm-hmm. That's what I used to say.
Mama did. That's not me, that's Mama. Mama, before she retired, she would say, I was down at the grocery store and I seen so-and-so. And it's the busiest time of the day. Well, if I was her, I'd have got up this morning, went down there early. I wouldn't have been down there when the bells was there. So a lot of times I'll tease Mama, I said, did you go late or did you go early? Oh, I went late, you know it is.
I don't get
You
it.
thought retired people had plenty of time, didn't you?
Yeah,
And then around, what do you think?
I think they have less time than anybody.
Don't know how you had time to work.
No, I don't. I said, when I worked, I actually did better than I'm retired. I know that I had to do this, and I had a certain amount of time, and I'd done it. And now that I'm retired,
You're out of the routine.
I'm out of that routine, and I thought, oh, I can do it later. Well, later slips up on you real fast. It's late before.
Time can be an enemy of getting something done. If you think you got plenty of time and you just keep putting it off, you know, you let stuff slide sometimes.
I let it slide a lot.
But if you got work, you know, I can't do it to this or that. I've got to get it done.
You don't let it slide when you're working.
Gives you a framework.
All right.
Hello, Carol. Thank you for watching. We appreciate y'all so much. Go to our page, Coffee Time with John and Momma. Check your notifications. I've been getting a lot of messages that I don't get your notifications anymore. You and Mama still doing videos every day, Lord willing. We do something, or I tell you why we're not usually. But 7 days a week we're here, and we do lives. Try to 7 days a week. I mean, I don't think we miss very many. If we're both sick, or if just we have to be somewhere, sometimes we can't. And I'll do a repost or something on those days. But if you're not seeing us every day, as a rule, your notifications aren't capturing us. But like us, follow us, share us around with your friends. The more people we can keep rolling, the better it is, and the more fun we'll have. So y'all just keep right on keeping on, and we appreciate you so much, and we think the world of each and every one of you. And we recognize your names when they come up through there. Sometimes, and I swear I don't understand why.
I think it stopped. It don't seem to be moving.
Yeah, we're on. We're live.
No, your comments quit rolling.
I don't understand why, but like I will see comments when I review them later that I don't see when they're coming up through here. The other night, somebody was talking about their birthday, and I missed doing a shout out to your birthday because I just didn't see it. But we don't ever ignore you on purpose. It's just hard to get to see everything. And I also noticed that I will be commenting on comments, and then when I replay it, the comments I'm commenting on the screen maybe earlier or later, and I'm thinking it's not in time when we're doing it live. Have a great night, John and Momma. You too, Lynn. Hey, Lynn, how are you? School cafeteria like Mama up there will not enough hours in the day. Dixie, that's the truth. She worked at the school cafeteria like you did, Mama.
Oh,
Hi, John and Momma. Hey, Sandy. Hi from Catletsburg, Kentucky. Hey, Melissa. Hi from Pigeon Forge. Well, hi, Juanita. You all too, Francis. Have a great night. Faye says hello from Spencer, Tennessee. I enjoy y'all so much. Thank you. Well, thank you, Glenda. We enjoy having you here. Oh, I'm from MUH, Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. Janet, I may have just destroyed that. Like the song. Muhlenberg. Muhlenberg. Hey, PJ. Had dumplings last. Ooh, that's good. Hey, Francis, how are you? Well, thank you, Paula. We're glad to have you here. My next soup will be chicken noodle corn soup. Ooh, Jenny, that sounds good. For grandkids. Chicken noodle and corn. Hello from Wisconsin. Hey, Wanda. Hello from upstate New York. Hey, Liz. Folks, we're so glad to have you here. And we're going to get us some crackers. Some saltines. I think the store is already closed, but it closes at 8, don't it?
I think so. It'll be close when we get there.
We don't have a 24-hour store. Which is fine. Them folks need to go home, go to bed, spend some time with their families. You know, we can make it down there in other hours. I'm sure. Mama, this tea's delicious, don't you think? No sugar, no nothing, just plain old y'all sweet tea.
Taste the tea for sure.
We love y'all's tea. If we didn't, we would tell you. We are sponsored with y'all's, and we do sponsor them with their brands, and we like them. Not because we we have been offered many sponsorships. And this is the first time we've really grasped onto anything because we loved it. In fact, they just sort of sent out products to different people. And I thought, well, that is so nice of them to send us that. We tried it. We loved it. And it was a while before I heard from them. And he said, did you get some tea? And I said, yeah. And he said, did you try it? I said, yeah, we loved it. And so he was telling me about their young company and how they were growing and their plans. And we just sort of hit it off right off the bat. And I knew Mama Sue knew them and had worked with them prior to us. So I talked to her and she said, they are such good people, good, wholesome young men. And, you know, their morals and their values, and they're honest. And I thought, I know Mama Sue, and any recommendation from her I'll take gladly. And so we started, you know, talking with them, and then we got a collaboration with the other shows, and it kind of brought us all together. We all knew each other, talked a little bit, but it's really opened us up, and I'm so glad it did because we can share helpful hints and stuff like that. And then Kimmy from Kimmy's Southern Cooking, she puts together those little potlucks. If you haven't seen them, go over to her page. She did one for 4th of July. And what she does, she takes all the cooking people that are in the little group, and she puts a video up. Like for the potluck this time, I think we brought baked beans. It was in one of our videos where we had baked beans, and maybe another video somebody made a cake and somebody else made potato salad. And she just strung them along, and so it was a whole day's worth of videos. Yeah. And she's super talented with that kind of stuff. And I watched them all, and I thought, oh, how amazing. This would make a great potluck. I'd almost like to recreate it in real life and say, everybody, bring what you fix for Kimmy's potluck, and let's get together and eat. So,
that would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be, for sure.
Really great.
It's just a like a church family or a work family. This is just a little Facebook cooking show family, and we all kind of subscribe to the same kind of ideas and stuff, and it's great. Now, Miss Sugar Rebel, she had trouble out of her page, so she's on Sugar Rebel 2. So if you've been following her and wonder where she's been, she's got it all over the internet, all over the Facebook, to go to Sugar Rebel number 2. So if you think, I miss seeing her stuff, go over there and watch her. You know, we're not in competition. You know, the people who are doing the influencers, the cooks, we're not in competition. We want everybody to prosper, and we want y'all to watch all of us. So that's the whole name of the game, is just unity, happiness, positive, none of that negative stuff. And that's reason on here, get some great ideas. The stuff on here that we get negative, it's so few. It's just one little minute percentage of all the wonderful, honestly, the best people in the world, you all are. And it's just one little, we get a few little negativity, but very little, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you all. We appreciate you all for talking with each other. You all are your own little community. I love it. Somebody will ask a question, two or three will answer. Y'all communicate with one another. I absolutely love that.
It's like a family does.
It is. It is. It's like we're all gathered around the table here together. And if nobody's told you today, let me tell you right now. You are a VIP. You're a very important person. You matter. You matter to us. You matter to God. You may be the only one in your household. You may think your family don't have time to talk with you, or they don't call as much as you would like for them to. You're a very important person. You mean the world to us. You come here, you can eat supper with us, pray with us. If you have a need, let us know. And the whole world is out there, and we get a lot of negative news and a lot of stuff. The world is full of good people.
Wonderful people.
Wonderful, sweet, good-hearted people. And a lot of them gather right here with us. A lot of you all are top-notch, and we would put you up against anybody. But don't ever feel alone or feel like nobody loves you or nobody cares about you, because you are loved and you are cared for and you are prayed for. We pray every day for everybody on this that's watching. So if you're on here, we're praying for you.
We might not know every need personally right offhand, but we pray and the Lord knows all the needs.
That's exactly right. So what a wonderful group, and you're important. So if you just need to hear that today, maybe you're just a Thursday evening, you're thinking, here I am. Know that you're loved and you're important. And God woke you up this morning. He put you on the wake-up list, so He still knows you're here, and He still has a plan for you.
He's still saying you're important to Him.
Exactly. And you still have a work to do. You're still a reason. So look in that mirror and say, you are important. You are VIP, very important person. So do that before you go to bed tonight. You'll sleep better. Folks, we appreciate you. We really do. We don't just say that. We really mean it. Yes. And we want you all to join us again tomorrow night. And we'll cook or talk. I don't know what we're going to be up to. We may be. It's untelling with Mama. She's a wild cat. What are you going to do tomorrow, Mama?
I don't know. Might do better tomorrow.
You want cabbage soup tomorrow?
I don't know. Somebody gets cabbage. I get
beef.
Beef.
And crackers.
Yeah, we need crackers. That's for certain.
I've got it on the list.
Salty, what's she say? Salt crackers.
Salty crackers. Salty crackers is what I'll be able to look for. I think I can figure that one out. I don't know what she put on there. It was something crazy. And I even tried to Google it, and I thought, I don't know what she's trying to say. It wasn't nothing close to anything I ever thought I ever said.
We never did find it or buy it, so evidently we didn't need one.
We must not have been out of it, whatever it was.
It was way out there.
Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
You'll have a blessed one. Bye-bye.